Akapeep will steal your identity if you won't like and subscribe right now. How many birthdays are there? 365 or 7 billion? No, he's got a point. Satanists don't believe in a literal Satan. Then what do you call people who believe in a literal Satan? Christians. My friend got a degree in Egyptology, but can't get a job, so he's paying more money to get a PhD, so he can work teaching other people Egyptology. In his case, college is literally a pyramid scheme. Vin Diesel spotted shirtless on a yacht in Italy, and you are yachtless in a shirt. Don't act like he's the loser. You know who probably doesn't have one case of Cupid? That island of people who shoot intruders with arrows on sight. God bless them, and I hope they are doing well. We should just pin all the debt in the world to one guy, and then kill him. I think you just invented Christianity. Explain the Bible badly to someone who has never read it. An ancient novel full of murder, corruption, slavery, home, bestiality, insistent cruelty. It is often read to children on Sunday. Husband and I reminiscing about the time I texted him on my way home. Can you start cooking those sausages? Then added as a cute little heart. He cooked 2 sausages. I know every phone number. No you don't. I do. I just don't know who they belong to. Saw a video on Instagram. How to turn $500 into $160,000 with NFTs. Dude just bought the NFT for $500 and set the ask to $160,000. What's the worst lie you were told as a kid? My mom would always tell me I was the easiest physical birth out of all of the kids. I felt proud until at the age of 18 I was told I was adopted. In the 1990s, a California man, Steve Comizer, began putting ads in national magazines selling solar-powered dryers for $49.95. Customers would then receive a simple clothesline in the mail. Not to be that guy, but aren't both testaments old now? It's not okay to joke about rape, but it's okay to joke about murder. Murder victims are notoriously difficult to offend. Eating too much cake is the sin of gluttony. However, eating too much pie is okay, because the sin of pie is always 0. Good morning. Write something special about Africa. In Africa, height depends on how tall you are. Africans with beards are just Africans without beards. With beards. Why are people liking those comments? The earth is the largest rock that any of us will ever stand on. So I've never understood rock climbers. By standing on the earth, you have stood on the biggest rock. You are done. You have peaked. You don't have to keep climbing rocks. Unnecessary. Which country will start World War III? Why? Probably America. I mean, they made Wonder Woman 1 and 2. So highly likely they'd make World War III. At least start it. Not sure why someone else would finish it. The greatest moment in television history. Good morning, sir. Nuns don't work on Sunday. We did it. We time traveled. But to what year? Let me ask that guy over there. What time are we in? 59 BC. We aren't the only time travelers here. Boys literally have 0 excuse for not having communication skills, because I've seen you all play group video games and you describe where you're at, like it's life or death. It's a lot easier to say, shotgun in the east hallway, than it is to say, my crippling anxiety is ruining this relationship. The coins in a pocket of a World War I soldier managed to stop a bullet. You might say it was his life savings. What is your idea of the perfect date? Date/month/year. Other formats can be confusing really. Calling yourself non-binary categorizes everyone into binary or non-binary, creating a binary system which makes you binary again. Until next time. This Sesame Street Muppet will become the first to experience homelessness. Oscar the Grouch been living in a trash can for 49 years. Work until your bank account looks like a phone number. Account summary. Checking. $9.11. Available balance. While everything is shut down, pave the ducking roads. We need people to pave them though. Just use asphalt instead. My lady doctor just flirted with me. She told me that I'm too sweet. Well, her exact words were, severely diabetic. But I know what she really meant. Your fetishes are nothing to be ashamed about. Unless your fetish is being humiliated. Then you should be very ashamed, you nasty little pervert. I'm so tired. Can you talk real quick? Not like an auctioneer, but I can talk faster than normal if I try really hard. Find the person who doesn't pay taxes. Can't find them? It's because they're right here. Fact. Babies are idiot leeches and don't ducking pay taxes. I turned 20 and my daughter turns 1 today. We have the same birthday. Look what my dad did. Flock of sheep visit empty McDonald's restaurant during lockdown. Old McDonald's. Now a farm. My granddad is 75 next year. He didn't fight 2 world wars for this silliness. The First World War was more than 100 years ago. How did your granddad fight that? He didn't fight, as I just said. Shark infested waters. You mean their home? Christians say not to practice witchcraft or astrology, but celebrate the resurrection of a dead guy on the Sunday after the first full moon of the equinox, and then they drink wine and bread as his blood and body and incont over their animal sacrifices before they feast. What's a story that isn't from Greek mythology, but feels like it is? Roman mythology. Anxiety is literally just conspiracy theories about yourself. Oh my. Bear wanders into City Hall building in California. You can't put a bear on a state flag and then act surprised when it shows up for a town hall meeting. Write a question using why. Just a warning, if you're buying a watch on Amazon, I learned the hard way that if it says you can swim with it, this only applies if you can already swim without it. I see. Can't believe boss forgot my BB birthday. Sob, I thought he was my friend. You hoo. You. How did you get past my security? You let your guard down. Garfield. Type Garfield with your eyes closed. Since I can type without even watching my keyboard due to training and being a novelist, I wouldn't call that a challenge. Sorry, lol. Whoa, you spelled Garfield really wrong. This mother ducker dropped one song and dipped. Who the duck is this? Somebody that we used to know. Hello. I ordered a lamp from you, but I never got it. You can provide a photo or video proof that you really did not receive them? Oh my god. A snake just bit me. Is it poisonous? Nope, not at all. Phew. But it's extremely venomous. Tell me something I don't know. If Pinocchio had said that his nose grows longer every time he tells the truth, nobody would know that he was lying. The moon has no light of its own. It reflects the sunlight. Science saves lives. My mother is telling everyone that I'm practically a doctor and I just need to finish one paper. Reader, that paper is my dissertation. It's not premarital sex if you never get married. Follow me for more biblical loopholes. Chile counts those who died of crown virus as recovered because they are no longer contagious, health minister says. There goes my hero. I worked at McDonald's for 2.5 years and I put 11 nuggets in almost every 10 piece I made. This man out here giving 110%. Start a comment with 4 spaces and it will change into monospace until we meet again. 4 spaces, I don't get it. These are the lungs of a 10-year Mary Jane user. They are not supposed to be that color. Smoke at your own risk. This is nuts. 2 superhuman war criminals beat up orphan with heart problems after one killed his parents. What movie made you walk out of the theater? I walked out of every movie I ever went to see, usually during or after the credits. My girlfriend is turning 32 soon. I've told her not to get her hopes up. After all, I say, we are only going to be celebrating it for half a minute. When she asked what in the world I was talking about, I pointed out, this is your 32nd birthday. Judge, do you swear to tell the truth? The whole truth and nothing but the truth? Me? No. Judge. Covers mic. What do? I looked this up cause I wanted to know if you could, and you can technically, but then you're instantly guilty of contempt of court and go directly to jail. Trial speedrun. Happy 10th birthday, son. Here's a rat. Now go into the woods and fight some strangers. And don't come back until you've explored the whole continent. Slap. This is basically the plot of Pokemon. There are only 5 planets you can see with the naked eye. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Shaking my head, try 6. You can definitely see Earth. Titanic replica could set sail by 2022. Following original route. Should survive this time considering we've melted all the icebergs. Punishable by fine means legal for a price. Escalator temporarily stairs. What is the worst state you've seen a public bathroom in? New Jersey. No, that's not what I meant. He has no legs. Climbs Everest. What's your excuse? His legs won't hurt. Mine will. She can't catch you cheating if you don't cheat. Contestant. After the accident I wasn't able to talk or walk for almost 3 years. Judges. What accident? Contestant. My birth. Judges. Men. What's the first thing you notice when you see a woman? Hey, that's a woman. Research shows Amish people have much lower rates of what? Cyberbullying. If vaccines were healthy, you could put it on a spoon and eat it. Try it. You'll die. If broccoli was healthy, you could put it in a syringe and inject it into your bloodstream. Try it. You'll die. Daredevil should be called Batman because he's blind and got a sonar ability, like a bat. Ghost Rider should be called Daredevil because he's a former daredevil who made a deal with the devil. Batman should be called Ghost Rider because he'd be riding on his dead parents' fortune. There is no such thing as government funded. There is only taxpayer funded. How often do people die during the procedure? Just once. Say dad, mother ducker, same thing. Blow my mind. The guy who killed Batman's parents saved tons of lives. She said she belonged to the streets. I said baby, I'm the streets. Due to my age, the doctor suggested that I install a bar in my shower. So I did. Cars have windows and can move. Houses have windows and can't move. So it's not the windows that make the car go, it's something else entirely. Nick, this restaurant has a dessert on the menu called baked cookie-dough. Now I'm no genius, but ain't that a duck in cookie? Dead batteries. Free of charge. Explain a film plot badly. Soldier on dog's fight sneezes with a frisbee. What's a nonsensical thing that you find super hot? Molten lava. Hi there. Geologist here. Can confirm molten lava or magma are very hot. When you ask for someone's name, you're essentially asking them what noise you should make to get their attention. Africa is way bigger than you think. Banana for scale. Pro tip. If you reply go duck yourself to the boss's email, you don't have to work tomorrow. Condos aren't biodegradable. If you care about the planet, have unprotected sex. One condo is much less waste than the amount of waste a baby produces. A baby is biodegradable. What's the first thing you need to milk a cow? A cow. Hugged me mom today. First time in a year. Magic. Can't wait to do the same. Don't think my mom is expecting you. The essay paradox. Professor, you can't write an essay overnight. Exam. You have 1 hour to write this essay. Most of the time the exams don't take place at night. Gym tip. Work out smart, not hard. A lot of people at the gym go and lift the big weights. But actually, the small weights are lighter and much easier to lift. When I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses. Indian writing. All clothing is unisex if you stop being a little butch about it. Describe pizza in 3 words. Circle butt triangle. He's going to make the perfect dad someday, LMAO. Did you eat the leftovers I was saving in the fridge? No, I ate them in the living room. Numbers only. We are Romans. This is Korean. This is Japanese. This is Chinese. They're different. This is Korean. This is Japanese. This is Chinese. They're different. It all looks the same to me. Photographer has been capturing gingers around the world for 7 years and says it's not just about hair. 15 pics. Scotland. Jamaica. Are they going to let them go? 7 years is a long time to capture anyone. Even gingers. A diss track is just 2 grown men sitting in separate rooms, writing poems about each other. I'm officially answer free. God is so good. Answer free. Answer free. Actually the doctors and nurses are so good. God's the one who gave you the answer. How you think you look. How you actually look. My dad told me his password is Mickey Minnie Goofy Donald Pluto U Wheelie Wee Dooey Dublin. Because he was told his password had to contain 8 characters and at least 1 capital. I asked my boyfriend to bring me an ice cream sandwich. I'm exhausted from the disrespect. When you order 12 things at once on Amazon, but only get 1 shipping notification. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. The human brain is the most complex structure in the whole entire universe. Human brain. Human brain. Look, a hippo's head. Oh, it is. It's probably a whole hippo. It's just that the rest of him is under the water. Every time I drink milk I remember my roommate who used to put powdered milk in his milk so he could drink more milk per milk. Who's your favorite literary vampire? Me. The one in Sesame Street. He doesn't count. Me. I can assure you that he does. Googled cool gaming mouse, and I found this. Am I doing Tinder right? What's your favorite kind of soup? Chicken and vegetable. A fine choice. Why thank you. What an odd first question though, aha. You can tell a lot about somebody by their favorite soup. What can you tell about me? You like chicken and vegetable soup. This deer was struck by an arrow, but survived, leading to its ribcage growing around the arrow. If the deer survived, why the duck am I looking at its ribcage? He's 104 years old. What's your excuse? He had more time to train. I got Botox, and I asked the doctor how many years younger will this make me look, and he was like 0. You'll just look like the other girls your age who have also gotten Botox. How much would a trip to Spain cost? It depends where you live. For example, if you live in Spain, it's free. Well yes, but actually yes. Why do you want this job? I've always been passionate about not starving to death. Today I broke my personal record for consecutive days lived. In my country it's a new day and I broke my record again. Daddy, why is that book so thick? It's a long story. Google, how to find out how old is a tree. If you know when the tree was planted, You can easily and accurately determine its age. I always make sure to say mucho around my Spanish speaking friends. Why? It means a lot to them. Hey, can I get your opinion on this shirt? Sure. Crabs are the best animal. Thanks. Disinfecting Pericles who died from the plague in 429 BC. It's a little late now. When you ask for someone's name, you're essentially asking them what noise you should make to get their attention. Americans have literally no banter. I don't know what country this is coming from, but we've probably beaten you in a war at some point. I'm American. Civil War. My girl said no more sex in bed until you put a ring on it. Hope she likes it. Girls have ace and tease what the duck do. Guys have nut and what? Pockets on all our clothes. Congratulations on winning the most secretive guy in the office award. I can't tell you how much this award means to me. We had a surprise test today, and I was really surprised. Where am I? You're at the vet. You've been neutered. What? You bastard. I'm gonna kill you. You don't have the balls. Someone asked me to name 2 structures that hold water. I was like, well damn. I'd really like to hear the reasoning behind women who won't take their husband's last name, because my last name is best. The adjective for metal is metallic, but not so for iron, which is ironic. Thank you.